All right. Hello, 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 hello. How is everybody doing today? How's it going there? Alistair, how's it going? 3D Tornado, how's it going there? Citrus, are you getting music? Okay, you got music's good. Excellent. You don't have any musics? Let's see. Who doesn't have musics? Let me know if you guys have musics at the moment. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm going to grab my vehicle I started working on last night. Making good progress on that orange helicopter, but it is not exactly where I wanted, so I like having a little bit of options on what I can use. So I started making this last night. Kind of wanted a little bit of a new project, so started working on this. Yes, the small tug is actually the same. It's based off the same tug that I made the tugboat for the when I started the last career build series. That was the Damon 1200 stand tug that I used as reference. So it's cool. I like that tug. Very cool tug. So I started working on this last night. It's just a little tandem, hopefully to fit on Tethys. Let's go for a quick flight. Let's see if I can get the music down on my end a little bit. It's a little bit loud now. It's always a struggle to get it so that it's not too loud for me, but you guys can hear it and it's not overpowering. And then the different playlists, the songs are at different volumes, so it's tough to get it consistent, but infinite electricity on for now. But it's going to have a little ramp. We'll see. It should be wide enough to take a pallet, but it's right on the edge, so it may or may not be able to take a pallet. But let's get game volume up. All right. So a little tandem. Hopefully we'll be able to fit it on the landing pad. I measured it out. It should be good, but you know how that goes. You got to change some things that may or may not. So. So it's not going to be overly fast compared to other helicopters. So like I said, I try not to make one vehicle that's going to rule them all. So this is not going to have any sort of pusher system or anything. This is going to be just regular kind of conventional helicopter, and that way, it's not going to be overly fast, but it's going to have some cargo capabilities, so that hopefully we can, integrate some of that into what we're doing. So. Flies pretty well so far, no issues really with it. It's gonna be quite a bit more doing different lifting operations. Like for example, we might run to the oil rig and go grab some jet fuel and use this to move that or something like that. Just kind of a simple system. It'll be a little bit on the slower side comparatively. At what do we have? Did I say 7 wide? I can't remember how wide this is. It's got to be 7 wide, so we'll see. I have some 7 wide vehicles, so we should be able to get some 7 wide vehicles in here, theoretically. But flies really well so far. I had another tandem, so I just pulled the... Tandems are super easy. If you think about it, to do yaw, all you're doing is you're trying to make the front rotor, like if you want to yaw to the left, you make the front rotor go left, and you make the rear rotor go right. It's pretty simple. The pitches are the same, and the collectives are the same, so tandem's pretty easy to make work. All right. So pretty simple there. Let's go ahead and, I should have put up Tethys, but let's go try some stuff with this. How's it going there, Trippa? What's up, what's up, what's up? Yeah, I like that stand, that small stand tug from Damon. I like all the Damon's equipment. It's good. It does not have copious amounts of fuel. You know, as stated previously, you can always kind of pre-fuel it a little bit. So that's something you can do. Pre-pressurize it. Let's see if I can get a pallet in there. I haven't really checked. It's not critical that we get a pallet in there. It would be nice. That's kind of something I would like. It's probably going to be too tall. Let's see. Let's see how close we are. It's close. It would be nice if I get the pallet in, but what we might do is I might put in some smaller pallets in here. It's going to be right on the edge. The other issue we have with pallets is the fact I have to use grippers. The grippers are too tall, or 2 blocks tall, so that's... no, this has grippers on it, so this just needs tracks. It's close. I'm trying to see... yeah, so right now... so initially it wasn't, you know, specifically designed for pallets, but I'd like to get a pallet in there if we can. So let's try another thing. I want to try to get in there. So let's find some of my 7 wide vehicles here. Or they're 5 wide. If they're 7, they'll hit the wall. And I won't do what Phil does, make an even width vehicles. I find it be too big of a pain in the ass to do. Let's see. Here we go. Like this is designed, the mini Jeep is designed to go in a 7 wide vehicle. Now, I could do a tiny bit of bulking, but I really would rather not. This is probably too tall for this as well. You know, this is a pretty small helicopter, so again, not designed specifically for all this. But yeah, like, see, that's going to be too big too, so kind of not necessarily designed for that. What we could do is build a smaller pallet to put in there. I think that's what I'll do. So he's bringing me something. He's screaming in my ear. So we can make a smaller pallet that's probably more reasonable. Let me see what I have for headspace in here. That is 6. Okay. Let's work on the pallet. Just give it a job, you know. It doesn't need to be too much. So this is the pallet base I have. Let's see where that goes. Okay, right here. So this is the locking system here. I want to change this so that it's default on. If that's not on, brakes. Okay, that's perfect. All right, good. So then let's come up with a little system here for a tank. Should be able to get quite a bit of fuel in here anyway. Yeah, I could do like simulated drums, like, you know, I think might do simulated drums. That was something that you know, I thought the devs could do with like a logistics pass, is do you know, they could essentially, like when I was talking about cargo stuff, like they could make little pallets and stuff that would, you know, carry little bits of this and that, you know. Shit, that's gonna be very tiny if I do that. Let's see. Let's do centralized drums right here. And then what can we do? 6, so it is 4. Is that really the height? No, it's 6 at it's yeah, it's 6 in there. Huh. All right, let's go to there and we'll see what this will hold. Okay, this can be nothing. All Okay. Just curious what we're going to get for a capacity on something like this. So I want to test that out first to see if it's even worth it. I'm excited about it. I'd like to see the new Dune in IMAX. I'm a big Dune fan. So I'd like to go see that. All right, now what did I say? 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4 right there. We're going to cap it off here. Sorry about the flicky ass camera. Don't do symmetry. Let's do it right here. $195 liters. For example, this has more fuel than the helicopter has in it. This one barrel. So. I think how I can vent this. Probably won't. I'll vent it with the actual pumping. I'm trying to keep the capacity as high as possible. Let's go back like this. Which way does that face? Not that it matters, but I'm going to try to face it the same way. There we go. All right, good. It's actually... like something like that could probably fit in there. So like something like this would, I think, would be cool. You know, having little pallets like this that have different jobs. Let me say this. You know, and so you get a mission like this to go transport this little pallet of barrels to, like, say, the Arctic or something. You know, it'd be kind of cool. Would be neat if this would... If I could have put, like, straps down on it. But let's go like this. Alright, so that will fit. You can see it's not hitting the roof. So that's a pretty fair bit of fuel. We can't really get by it, so I'm going to put a side door in anyway, but that would take a small pallet of barrels, so that's kind of a cool thing. I think that would work well. Yeah, it's too small for a lot of stuff. It's pretty much 7 wide, so you'd have to have a 5 wide car, and I think my car is 7. Let's see, what do we got there? Nope, we're 5 wide. Never mind. We're only 5 wide, so I don't have anything that's 5 wide. But again, this is meant for Tethys to be fitting on the pad, so that's kind of why some of the stuff's small. But I kind of wanted to figure out what its job was before I went too far with other stuff so that we can kind of get that working. So let's see. Let's check real quick. I want to see what the fuel is at and see if I can stick a little bit more fuel in here. So we're at 118 liters. Let's go ahead and try to check it out. So I kind of have interesting fuel in here is I have these two channels on either side of the main rotor shaft, and then they come up here. And then I have up here, I have more. So let's see. I might be able to screw around and get a little bit more fuel in there. Let's see. Okay, that has to be there. Okay, that's good. Let's see. What's this? That's the 1x2. That needs to be filled out. Okay, that's fine. Alright, let's see. I don't need copious amounts of fuel in here, but I need a little bit. So I'm just trying to find a place for a filler here. Might be right here, actually. I think there is a space right here that I can put a filler in. Maybe. Oh, sorry. Nay there. I think it was under. Right here. Okay, so let's see. That is a meter, I believe. What are you? You can't go there, can you? Let's see. I gotta find a filler place for this. Kind of tough to put a filler in here. Because we can pressurize fuel in there, so I want to see how much I can pressurize the fuel in there. What's that? Okay, that's off the panel. Ooh, right there might work, but I gotta... Yeah, it's not gonna work either there. Kind of tough. It's tight for fuel, so... Kind of tough for fuel. Does not have a very big engine either, so... Okay, so we can keep going here. So we get some options here. Let's grab this out of here for now. Got a couple options here. Bulk some of this up too to make up for it. Just gonna delete this out. I can fix it later. Okay, I think we can make this work here. All right. Let's actually, can I do that on the other side though? That will be better. Let's come over here. Yes. Okay, we can do it here. All right. All right, so what we'll do here is this way I don't have double fuel ports. I have a single fuel port. So we'll do a pipe and close T. Like say. And then we'll go... Problem is, again, I would love it if we had the hose anchors where they could be, where we could plumb to the side of them because we have to plumb to the end of them. I have to reroute it like that, so that will fit. And I'll kind of reshape this area here. So that gives me a little bit more fuel, and let's see what we can do here. Might increase the rate of slope on this. Might block it up just a little bit here. I think that look all right. Come on, turn, you bastard. Yeah, I don't hate that. Okay, perfect. All right. Yeah, I don't hate that. So, kind of dig it actually. All right, let's go ahead, and then this needs to be like that. All right, and then we'll grab from here to here. And then, okay, that's going to screw up the fuel filler, but I can pull that block, so that's not a big deal. There we go. I like it. Gives it a little bit of shape. And we also, now we have a filler. So let's go ahead and let's fill it up and see where we're at. Gonna be reasonably fuel efficient. 233, so just adding, like, pulling some of those blocks too really pumped up the fuel quite a bit, so. Pun intended. Let's go grab this. And then we want to pressurize it, see where we're at. So that's pretty good. 277 liters, it looks like, in there. So that's probably getting close to being fully pressurized there. So nice. That's pretty good. What's, let's see, 278 divided by 3.785 is about 73 gallons. That's not too bad. I think Katydid has like 65 gallons. So that's pretty good. All right, good. That will work. All right, good. Let's see what we have inside here. All right, let's do a door, at least a door. So. Let's get rid of you. All right, good. Stick it right here. I don't want the door to be massive. I don't know, we're gonna make it a larger door for cargo ops and stuff, I guess. Do a hinge here. Okay. Probably should go down one on it. Yeah, I should probably go down one so it's at the deck level. That's just weird with that window. I might change this window up on this side here now. Let's do that. Yeah, so let's plan on that and then do a little bit of a different window here. Might change them all up to it. I wasn't sure about how big I wanted these windows. And if I move this pivot down, that's going to be easier to cover, so. All right, there we go. All right, let's catch up with chat here. Oh, shit. All right. How's it going there, Rasmus? Good to see you. Let's catch up. It's it's a tandem helicopter, but wasn't necessarily designed on the Chinook, but it is tandem like a Chinook would be. All right, so there's a door. All right, nice. That'll make it easier for cargo. All right, so let's go grab these out real quick. We got to put a couple things in here, so this is going to go to there, hopefully. I might redo this section here so I can... That's the track there. Okay. Grab the pallet back, stick it in there, make sure it sits correctly. So I want to still make sure I can get in and operate. Yep, pallets in. Beautiful. And shit, I didn't mean to delete the, that's fine. That's, we'll still slide in normally. I didn't mean to delete that. I don't mind this new change here. It actually gives it a little bit of an angle. I kind of like that. All right, good. All right, let's see. We gotta load up the other version. I don't know about the windows. I might go smaller windows. They look a little weird like that. Let's see. Or is it right here? Okay. These the one. I don't know about these 1x2s. The tall length looks weird to me. Might go ones on here. Nah. Alright, so the pallet will fit in there now. Let's grab this stuff back. Let's see if I can fit some, start putting at least some micros in here. It would have to be here. So let's try the gyro there. The gyro is going to be the biggest pain in the ass to hide. So. Good. And what do we have back on the seat? We have a one banger there. Okay. Let's hope that's not 7. All right, there we go. That is for rotor controls. Okay, that's not bad. Trying to see where we have some space here. Be hurting a little for space. Might end up doing XML to cover some of these. Then I can put them in the walls and then cover them with a block. So I might do that. Let's go ahead. I want to do a landing on Tethys. Make sure this will fit. See where the connection lugs have to be. Because I still don't know 100% if this is going to fit correctly. So I have not tested that. I measured it pre. But again, it's not going to be the primary use. So let's go ahead and I will grab Tethys. Fly with the door open like a donkey. Alright, good, we're up and running here. Let's check. Alright. Wait till the RPS to build up a little bit. Yep, it's all hooked up. It can fly. Yep, yeah, I released the Patway yesterday. A little bit of cross control in there to test, make sure everything's running right. It is. So it's not going to be a speed demon because I'm not putting a pusher in there. It's going, you know, we're doing 22. That's still 40 knots about, so not too bad for, you know, it's going to be kind of pretty purpose-built. You know, I don't want to take the job away from another helicopter, so this has its job. That front rotor could be an issue on being too tight, so we'll see. I didn't, you know, I was building a little bit more compact with these tiny little rotors. I didn't like that, so it doesn't even need to land on Tethys. We'll see. If it can't, that's fine. But it's mostly just kind of enjoyed building it, so I wanted to see. Looks like it's probably pretty. It looks like it's right in the money. It might do it. It might not. So let's see. That front rotor's a little bit hairy for me. So we gotta be careful coming in here. I can't. The problem is that linear speed's right in my way where I need to see, so come in sideways and see if I can land it. I have like no camera or anything either, so it makes it a little tough to land on this helipad without the camera installed. I do not do well. You can see the lights came on, so I know I'm right over it. Okay. A little bit of a seizure right as we try to land here. That looks like it fits to me. Perfect. Rotor's high enough. I'm not going to worry about hitting it. So what are we at? Let's see. Stop. Don't be a jackass, man. Don't be a jackass, man. Okay, let's see. One bar off of, let's do it off the, I'm trying to just decide where the lugs are going. Lugs will go at the center window. Okay, lugs at the center window. I'm trying to get a picture here, so if you stop being a fool. It looks like shit with it. Wheeling. There we go. But yeah, that fits really nicely. Just kind of look at the fit. The fit's really good. So that's where the lugs are going to be, right about off the center window there. I could even go further back because I want to be able to use the crane, and I can fold this rotor, but no matter how you turn the rotor blades fold backwards. So it makes it so I have to reach around them. So what I might do is put the lugs toward the, I don't know. Trying to think. Might put the lugs right here or here even to try to make sure that it's not sticking over, because I want the crane to be able to still operate. And we still have clearance, so I think that's pretty good. All right. So that works. Try to see what speed I get up to. Yeah, so that's about 60 miles an hour. Again, it's not really designed to be a super duper speed demon. It's mostly designed to do a little cargo work. See, this is where I think, you know, I would love them to do a logistics update where, like, we have pallets and stuff. Like, you know, I know, yeah, Deltas didn't really, like, you know, my question was, it was only a sentence, and so I couldn't go in depth, so I'll make a video at some point, but, like, you know, he's essentially alluding to, like, oh, you can use add-ons for that, you know, but, like, I think, you know, if I can make a video and kind of demonstrate why it would be cool, it's like, imagine, like, you have a couple pallets and you want to go put them on your ship and you, like, use a helicopter, or, you know, you use a forklift, so it really has a lot of building opportunities. And that's where I think that's when they, you know, start to maybe consider some of these ideas is when it actually can be put into place like that. So let's see, you are there and you are the half block on the other side. Okay. And what are you? You are side. Okay, that's that side running rail. Okay. Just trying to get some accounting of where we're at here. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. It's starting to come along here. So I'd say Basilisk is 6-pack right here. And then I could put accessory gauges here and here. I have quite a copious overhead panel, which actually came off the other helicopter, and then I can put autopilot stuff on the wall here. We should have good spacing for stuff. Let's play with some paint for a really quick second here. Then we'll probably take a break on this one for now. But it fits actually really well, so. Yeah, if the rotors were too close to hitting the railings, it becomes, it becomes terrifying to try to land it every time. So it's kind of nice that it seemed to behave itself pretty well and wasn't too scary to come in and land. Yeah, because I'm gonna want to come and land when when the ship's moving too, so I have to kind of consider that. It's got its cooling radiator there in the back. Not that I'm a huge fan of using helicopters to load containers, but it theoretically probably could do that. Just colored you the right color. Why you gotta be a pain in the ass there, guy? I like using these radiators too because I can see into the engine compartment, so it's kind of fun. It's right on the hinge. I would love the devs to do a quality of life where they fix that pivot. Because you've got you've got it where that pivot, it double sides the color on the base of it. So, like, whatever your exterior color is ends up being your interior color if you're using it for doors, which kind of sucks. Something I'd like to see them tackle at some point. It's one of those like things you'll see, and it will probably come in a weekly update one time, and people are like, "Oh, thanks, I've been waiting for this forever," you know. And it's and then you'll get a bunch of people like, "Oh, I didn't know that was even something people on." My pantomime. All right, there we go. Let's see. It's kind of civvy colors on that. I dig it. I dig it. I like the general shape. I think it came out nice, and it can do a little bit of work. I don't want it to be useless, so it's not useless. It can move that little pallet. That pallet holds pretty much double the fuel that it holds, so, you know, that's a good little bit of fuel we can move. You know, I can't really put vehicles in it, which, you know, is whatever. But it would just get too fat, and it's pretty short, stubby. It already looks nice and cute and fat. If it got fatter, it would just look like a brick. So, but yeah, I'm digging it. Let's go ahead and save this and take a break from this vehicle. Yeah, let's do this one. But that's cool. That gives me some more reasons to make some accessories, kind of like the little fuel barrels and stuff like that. That's always fun to be able to do that stuff, you know. Let's see. Title's wrong on which one? On YouTube? You gotta tell me where you're seeing these things too, because like literally I'm in the edit page for it right now, and it's showing Career Build Series Live 66. You know, like, are you looking at Discord? Because that's a YouTube error that happens every day on this, where it posts the wrong thing. So I don't know where you're talking about, Amanda. Where are you looking at this? Okay. Yeah, thanks, Amanda. Yeah, it posts the wrong title often initially when it posts. Like I'm literally looking at it right now. I've got it open on the other screen, and it's the right title. So it's because like the way it works is you know, it's YouTube sending it out. It often will even do this. You'll often see the thumbnail is from the day before, and there's nothing you can do. You got to wait for YouTube servers to update the stuff before I can put it out. So there's nothing I can do about it. No, thanks for letting me know. Yeah. So, yep, it's supposed to be 66. It's showing 66. Because I went back by hand and I changed both Twitch and I changed YouTube, so. Alright, yeah, let's take a break from this one. But, yeah, this was, so it was a fun little build, just worked on last night. I was kind of hanging around, and this helicopter is getting pretty ready. I've got the mostly tuned up. So the main issue I was having was these are elevons, and elevons are a combination of elevators for pitch and ailerons for roll. And the problem is you have multiple control surfaces on one control surface. And so the issue became that I was having yaw flutter, and the yaw flutter likely was caused by the jostling by either roll or pitch. And so, like, just trying to tune in the yaw wasn't going to work, because every time it had a pitch upset, it would flutter the yaw again, because the yaw is trying to compensate when the pitch would flutter. And so you had three flutters. You had pitch, roll, and yaw. And so I had to go through each one and try to diagnose which one was causing the majority of the issues. And the majority of the issues was the pitch, which on an elevon, this is both pitch and roll. And so it starts to make it hard to diagnose. And so finally, it was mostly a pitch issue. Tune that in, fix that. That helped a lot. So that's starting to work. Oh, good. He's got the pathway. Nice. So that's working out nicely. Let me actually, while I'm on that hobby horse, let's do this. All right, let's see. We're clamping out pitch here to 0.5, and then roll should be clamped out to 0.5. All right, let's clamp that in here. All right, let's do that. Let's take this for a quick flight. So I got most of the stuff finished up. Like, when this is moving forward, you still want to treat a helicopter like you would an airplane. You want to bank, and then, you know, bank is going to be your main method of changing direction. But then you need to coordinate with rudder. And so that's how I do my airplanes. The helicopter's a little bit touchy with that. What was I checking on? Okay, that's good. Making sure that that was disconnected. And so did a bunch of work on this and got it up to scratch where it's flying pretty well now. It flies fine when you're controlling it, but the autopilot. Oh, I need to play with yaw. So like I needed to PID tune, pitch, and roll to be able to then know where yaw needed to be because, you know, the pitch and the roll were upsetting yaw. And so I, you know, just a bunch of PID tuning to get this up right. 0.05, 1.5. Okay, 0.05, 1.5. So I still want to tune in this yaw a little bit. So 0.05 I think is too high. So let's try 0.01. All right, the other issue, too, is if your p-value gets too low, you'll never reach your target. And then I'm going to throw in a little I-value, which is always a problem. It ends up with a big wind-up. Out of fuel? What's the story here, there, guy? I have a fuel gauge in here, do I not? We have plenty of fuel. What is going on here? Why is this screen? Did I screw something up? What did I do? This is not connected. Shit. What did I delete a panel that that would suck. You know what I was doing last night? I resculpted the tail. I bet I deleted some stuff. Shite. Yeah. Damn it. There's supposed to be a panel right here. That's not good. I have a save of it, but what is this? What are you, sir? Okay, crap. Crap and... Nope, it's there. What the fuck? Yeah, this coaxial yaw panel is the one I thought I was missing. What the hell? Looks complete to me. I'm missing one of my screens here, so I gotta find what happened to that. What is that? That would be... what are you? What is there? What is there? VSI. VSI. So the VSI got knocked out. What is this? FLIR. Okay. So I must have deleted that because I was resculpting the tail. So VSI, VSI, VSI. Where are you, VSI? All right, this can actually be plugged into the FLIR. That's turn coordinator. I lost the VSI. Okay. And then the engines are not starting, so I'm afraid I deleted something major and then I have to go back and fix. Let's fix the VSI, and then I need to figure out what panel I'm short here because I'm definitely lost something. VSI does not need touch. It should just be, yeah, should just be physics sensor. Yeah, I redid a bunch of this tail and to sculpt it a little bit, and I bet you I deleted something that I needed. Oh, you know what it could be? I could have screwed up a manifold piece. That would do it. If I screwed up a manifold piece, that would absolutely do it. Bank there. Okay, we got bank there. So it's not a manifold piece. That's diagnosed. We have starters. Let's see if I cut out something vital here. Air intake. We have fuel. Fuel intake's right there. Exhaust should be right there. I could have cut the exhaust, but I don't think I did. Exhaust is right there going down here. So that's exhaust down here. So yeah, let's see. See what it's missing. Air. Throttle. Clutch pressure. What are you missing there, guy? Shouldn't be missing anything at this point. Let's go give it a quick run, see what's up. It's got fuel. I didn't think I screwed with anything in there that would do it. What did it? What did I do here? Let's figure this out here. We still got an engine composite on there. We do. Okay. The relay, I think, is missing. Let's check the relay. Nope, relay's sitting right here. I moved the relay. I know I did that. All right, we're getting spark. We've got fuel. We've got air. Oh, you know what it is? It's the air intake right here. Right here is the air intake. Beautiful. Figured it out. Okay. There it is. Right here is air intake. Excellent. That's what it was. All right, good. Because I was afraid I deleted a microcontroller. That would have been a big pain in the ass to fix, where this is just stick this on and we should be good. All right, so let's go. I need to put in the yaw, 0.01. I need to tune in the yaw. The yaw had too high of a p-value. There we go. We have air now. I'll lower the music down on my end a little bit. So this is going to be the main rescue craft. Tried to tighten up the tail a little bit and kind of give it a little bit of a better look there. I don't like how it's squared off at the bottom there, but I can't really do anything about that. I need the space for the engine. Okay. Let's do this preemptively. Let's shut off vehicle damage, so if I just tap the rotor there, I could recover and not lose the rotor blade. All right, so we're pretty close. Let's go 270, 270. See how it behaves when it hits 270. I don't want it to overshoot any. So there we go. It's starting to slow down properly before it gets there. There's a little bit of a weird behavior when I start going forward. I think it's a torque roll. So because, you know, we have the propeller pushing us here, so as it starts to grab the air, it's going to, if you notice, it's moving right. So it's going to move the aircraft opposite to the direction of rotation. And so what ends up happening is, as I start pushing it forward, you're going to notice we're going to get a little bit of, we're going to get a left bank, and that is torque. So that's the torque effect. So nice. We're on 270. So if you watch now, as I increase, the prop will start to go left. Now, there's no real reason I need to super duper account for that. See how we're going left for torque? It will eventually fix itself. You know, IRL, what I would do is I would kick some right rudder. So now, as you can see, it's counteracting the torque there. So it takes it a second to do it, but I'm not like what I'd have to do to counteract it is overly annoying. So a little bit of a stutter on the pitch settings. See, the other thing too is might be able to fix it with D value. Let's see. All right, so now we're leveled off. We're gonna get this weird. There we go. It's fixing the roll now. So I need to put in some more. I need to do some more PID tuning on roll correction. But, this is disconnected too. Shit. Did I lose my? Why is this? Oh, I cut out the airspeed indicator. That would be why I cut out the wind indicator. All right, so now you notice we're not on heading anymore, so I need to increase this 0.025. There we go. So ideally, I don't want to be, even a degree off on my heading because it starts getting worse and worse when I'm trying to navigate. I haven't thought of a name yet. Often what I have to do with these helicopters is when it's in helicopter mode, you need a much smaller p-value in order to maintain your heading. And then once you start getting into like plane mode here, it needs a much bigger p-value. You notice we're 11 degrees off. So like it was 0.05 before. Let's up this. Juice the D value a little bit. Juice that again. Let's go to a 5 on this. That's going to start to oscillate. Too high. Okay. So I have to keep juicing the p-value. So like what I've done before is when I start going a certain speed, it will automatically, why would it go left? It's weird. I have 270 set him? I do. Oh, I put in the wrong number. I decreased the number again, that's why I went left. So I'm going to just take out D value for right now. I need to get that so that it's on 270. I meant 0.1, I did 0.01. So like, see, when we're going slow, 0.01 is perfect for helicopter mode. And now 0.1 is still not enough for plane mode. Because I need it at 270. That's fine. We'll get an oscillation. I can start to dampen that out with some D value here. Now this is where I can visually show you what was going on here is you can see how it's doing pitch, roll, and yaw all at once, and so they're all upsetting one another. And that's so it's like you can't. I had to try to diagnose which one it was. Let's go 0.15. So see, that's still not reaching it. So I hate putting an I value. All right, let's go up just a hair, 0.18. Because, like, if any of these go too high and they put us in an oscillation, the problem is each oscillation is going to upset the other ones. So pitch oscillations are going to upset roll oscillations, which are going to upset yaw oscillations. And so they cause oscillations each time you upset them. So That's within 1 degree. I'm not happy with 1 degree, but we'll see. I want it on the money. It has to be on the money or else we start, see we're still getting a little oscillation going there. It's going to exacerbate a little bit. Okay. See, that's why I don't like putting I value in. The I value will help me get to that number, but it's also good for kicking off oscillations. So I want to hit 270, but the problem is as soon as it goes past where it wants to go back. And I think part of it is with the torque of the propeller, and I really don't want to do counter-rotating props. Torque of the propeller, it will easily wants to kick back pretty well, so let's knock you down a little bit more, 0.17. Start ramp you up just a hair. So it's close. It's just a little bit of tuning here and there to get rid of some of this wobble wobble. This I value is being annoying though. Try to smooth out this oscillation first and then deal with it. Do an undershoot and I'll try to get it back here in a second. Okay. Gotta keep it from kicking itself back in an oscillation again. Alright, let's fix the oscillation, then I gotta fix it again. I got it within 1 degree. It's not enough, though. Dampen it just a little bit here. It's gonna kick. That's too much. Come on, come on, come on. Try to stay out of the oscillation. See if I can stitch it up with a tiny bit of I value, but it's probably gonna upset it. It's right on the hairy edge of where it needs to be, so it's like a little bit of a pain in the ass. Alright, let's do it. I hate going third person with me here. Let's do a turn here real quick. So let's do 180. So see, it does a big yaw kick. Ideally, you want it to roll to do it, but these helicopters cause problems with that. So I kind of have to do an uncoordinated turn. So like IRL, you want to put your wing to this bar here, and then you'd want to step on the rudder. You step on the ball, so you do right rudder. Which... Does Basileus just have this backwards? No, maybe not. No, he doesn't. It's fine. It's on the right side. Step on the ball here. Try to get the ball in. Yeah, it's on the right side. It's just... needs a good bit of yaw trim. Okay. gonna kick it into an oscillation. But it's not terrible, but I just need to, like, keep tuning it. And, you know, counteracting the torque of the propeller would be helpful, but I really don't want counter-rotating pusher props. I'd rather have just a single. But we'll see with that. That would definitely help cut out the torque effect, but I'd really rather not. But, oh, pid tune for too long. If I remembered any of those numbers, would be great. I do remember enough of them, so. I'm going to lay off the I value for now. That's just a pain in the ass. Point. We're at 1.7, which is going to be too high for helicopter mode. So we'll run with these numbers, and then I can always change them up later. Just trying to make a little progress on this helicopter so we can use it. But, like, it's usable. I could use it now, but it's not great. Not great how I'd like it. All right, let's catch up with some shit. Yeah, I try to stay out of the I value as much as possible. It's good for, like, if it's really never going to reach the target. But it has a good, I find that, like, a lot of the I value, it really does an excellent job at kicking off an oscillation. Because, like, I had it tuned in really well with an I value, and then every, like, few minutes, it would really put it in a bad oscillation cycle. And so it was like, I'd rather have it miss it by a degree than go in an oscillation cycle every couple minutes, you know? Yeah, that's the good thing, is pid tuning minigame is, that is the main minigame. That's why I put in that pid tuning controller, is I sit there on flights and just fix the p values, or the, you know, I say p values, but like all the values, but like mainly p values, the one I use most. All right, let's see. What do we want to do? What do we want to do? Let's go. Let us see. I don't need Tethys there. Let's bring Tethys back to workbench. Let's check. Trying to make solid progress on Tethys so it's always usable. Yesterday we got the pad GPS going. That is nice. So we can navigate to where we need to. So that is good. I think we'll do some missions with this. Yeah, it's definitely feeling like building some new stuff. That's why I was kind of doing what I was doing there. Like, one thing I'd love the devs to add is essentially a window pane. So, like, the same type of thing that we have with Windows, but opaque. And the reason is, like, right here, I had to fake in struts. And so, like, I would love this to be, like, a window pane's width, but a block. And so I'd cut out these blocks, and I'd put the window pane, the pane blocks, the panel blocks, let's call them that, here, 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 and here. And that way I could have 3 dimensions here. I could have this recessed. You know, that would be kind of a cool addition, I think. See what else we need. We're pretty good on this. This is running well. I've got most of what I need. Let's go. We'll go to the career save. Let's save this real quick. I did make a change. So the pathway is out. If you'd like to download it, that is on the workshop. How's it going, CG? All right, let's get that in. Oh my god, I clicked on Reddit by accident. Let's see if I can not aggravate myself being in here. All right, let's see. All right, where are we at missions-wise? Do I have anything popped up? I don't think I do. Let's take... so I want to leave some fuel here. I made that mistake last time, so I'm going to leave a little fuel here. It would be cool to get in some coal for a little while. It'd be kind of different. But, let's go ahead and I'm trying to think what we need for craft. Let's head back to FJ. We'll bring in some heliocopters. Trying to think if I need keep actives on Frog and all that. Probably not, because they're not going to be running by themselves. So, for example, the reason I was curious is if I put them in the hull of Tethys, are they going to have problems without a keep active? And I don't think so, because they're not actually doing anything. They're not running. The problem why I need Tethys to have a keep active is it's actually needs to make all its calculations to operate. So it's actually operating while it's going. So let's see what we have for fuel in here. We have 29,000 liters of diesel here. So let's take half of that with Tethys. So I just want half the fuel. I don't need copious amounts here. Let's take 50% of the fuel. So the ballast system will automatically account for that. It'll automatically start taking on ballast. You can see it's sitting up higher, so it will take on ballast once once it can. You can hear the pumps going right now. The pumps are automatically pulling some water. Like all the new signs. The new signs came out nice. Let's get a cup of coffee for the road here. Need the ding, I really do. We'll put a ding on there at some point. Right, let's go at anchor. So you can see that we're pumping in water here to account for the reduced fuel load. So kind of put a little brake on my Lua panel for the navigation screen. I'm gonna have to do even minified. Just the background stuff is huge. So I probably have to make a Lua block for buttons, and then a Lua block for just like decoration, and then a Lua block to input the information. So quite a bit of blockage on that. Let's go. Let's get chickadee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Chickadee-dee-dee-dee-dee. While that's going. Let's not be lazy. Let's open up both doors before we cause problems. How much fuel do I have in here? 5 bangs? 5 bangs in here. Yeah, I could take the orange helicopter. Do I take the orange helicopter? Let's take the orange helicopter. I've still got the PID tuning stuff in there. I believe I just fixed up this. This way, it's gonna be wonky. We'll say that off the bat. It's gonna be wonky, but I can always screw with it as we go and kind of figure out what it needs a little bit better. Oh, come on. Hold on. Little lag spike there. We'll see you later, 3D Tornado. Thanks for hanging out. Stick of the pathway to the Arctic. I got a microcontroller sitting on the outside. I hate doing that. Yeah, I resculpted the tails. I like the tail better now. Do I have lugs on this? I do. Okay, I have lugs on this. Let me check real quick. I want to check. Oh, I don't have airspeed. The indicator's fucked on this. Why is this one flashing? Gotta fix that too at some point. No, please don't do that. Radio. Okay, 7.6. That doesn't make sense, so it's not switching over. Whoa, what the fuck? Alright, I don't have yaw control on this right now. This is donged. Alright, let's not take that. That needs too much work. Let's take Chickadee. That is donged and needs too much work. And Chickadee, I updated the radio, so the radio will actually work. I forgot that radio I have not set up yet, so we can work with Chickadee here. Let's put that in. All right, 257 to Cathy's. We know where it is, but it's good to look. And let's see, parking brake release is 6. Let's get moving. I think Night Owl is still fastest. I haven't played with Night Owl in a while. I might take Night Owl up. All right, so 281. Yep, right on the money. So that's working well to show us where the ship is. This was my example build when we did the VTOL challenge. Yeah, VTOL's gonna be tough too. Like this one, you can hear the engines automatically rev and change based on the configuration of where the rotors are. So it's kind of a bunch of stuff you got to put in there. Still haven't hooked up the infrared on this, but we'll have to do that at some point. Recover. I pushed down really hard on the collective, and then I was thinking it was going to recover on its own, and I needed to needed to give it a little bit of love there. It was not enough on its own. It was going to recover, but it needed more altitude to recover. I got it dropping like a rock and just didn't have the time to recover. The rope that's in the way there of the camera is supposed to be pulled up by me, but I didn't do it, so. All right, we're locked in. Let's pull out, and then we'll go get, probably get the rescue skiff I don't know if we might put frog in, we may not put frog in. Let's not put frog in. We've got we've got chickadees, so if we need to, we can use chickadee to get to the hospital. Up there's chickadee on the pad. Chickadee DD is all set there. Forgot this is the base that I need to move it all the way up. That's because the control surfaces, it sits under the water. Eventually it will come up. You see it's slow. Let's raise it above the water. Again, it's annoying that we have to do this at each base, that dependent upon what base you're at, you have to drag it above the water. Like this one's intermediary, and then you have FJ, which is wicked high. They just need to fix FJ. I think it's pretty much would fix the problem. I like Chickadee. Chickadee came out really well. Just, it's super fast. Just 250 knots. It's super fuel efficient. It's just like, it's a beast. It does everything. Does everything that I needs of it, you know? It's super stable. Like, very rarely do I have any issues where it just wigs out and is like, nah, dog, not doing it. You know, it's pretty reliable. Because I was taking pictures instead of paying attention, I overshot my area here. Alright, there we go. Hopefully we should be able to make this work here. Jump, jump, jump. Jump, jump, jump. A little bit of a lag, or a little bit of laggy territory here, so. Hiya! Get up there, son. Get up there, son. Alright. Let's go ahead and we'll homunculize ourselves under here. There we go. Come on, come on, come on. Homunculus. Not a huge fan of the sound that the diesel furnace makes. It's really, I don't find it to be a very attractive sound, so. Oh, don't go off, you dickhead. Alright, let's go ahead, bring the elevator up. Get the crane unstowed here. What the hell's going on? Okay, I'm pressing the wrong buttons. That's why it's a me issue. Usually is. I changed one of the buttons, so now it's backwards. So it's kind of throwing me for a loopy. Okay. Operation Stay Dry is a great success to some extent here. What? Why? God damn it. That's what the problem is. I got a key that's toggle, I think. I got a key that's toggle. How did that get set to toggle? I don't know, man. Now it's not acting like it's toggled. I'd stopped pressing the button and it kept going. It might be my keyboard. I've had issues with the W key before, so I think it's that. Need a new keyboard. I want the same model, though, and it's... Can't get the same model, I don't think so. There we go. Now the camera... the camera's off. Damn it. I thought I'd fixed the camera. I guess I didn't. Put that on the to-do list. There we go. All right, good. Let's grab this rope. All right, stow up the crane. Slow down all the crane movements now, too, so it's a little bit more manageable to operate it. All right, good. So we are all put together. We can get out of here and get away from base. Yeah, it's like a lot of the things I think that, you know, they should default kind of put a volume slider and a pitch slider on everything. You know, it's something that I think would be good practice to, you know, if they have that on there, it makes it so that you can kind of tune it. Like all I can hear right now is the sound of the variable pitch propellers spinning, you know, too. So it's kind of, you know, it's not terrible, but it's just like it would be nice if you could tune them down, tune them a little bit to be the volume you like, you know. All right, underway. Not be confused with underwear. So let's head back to FJ. We've got a got about half fuel, so that yeah, that way we can go down. We can do some stuff at FJ to go check on our fuel situation. Because I think I took every last drop of diesel out of FJ, so I wanted to have some on board and then be able to move some around. All right, so let's set the autopilot here. Let's plan to come all the way to there. What's our current heading? Yep, we're almost on the heading anyways. That was perfect. All right, good. Yeah, I could change up the way, I could move the mounting on Chickadee so that it mounts a little bit more to the front, so that way it doesn't do this wheelie when it's moving, but that's just moving the locking lugs forward about a block. But then that can run into issues with the camera. What is that black block right there? That's just a paint problem. Yeah, it's a paint problem on Chickadee I gotta deal with. But that's just because where the lugs are, you know, as soon as we start moving forward, we're right at the center of pivot right here. So if they were one ahead, problem is the camera can't go one ahead. So got a paint block there. It needs painting too. Here's the Chickadee on the side. Chickadee, dee, 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 dee. You see how like balanced it is, so it's right in the money balance wise. So it's like that's where you want your gear is right at the pivot point. So it sits right in the pivot point. So it really doesn't take that much to tip it back up. Chickadee fits really well. I like Chickadee's long engine nacelles. Let's check on override weather is off. Okay, it's off, and then override time is off. We're good. Vehicle damage, all that's good. Let's get rid of no clip, and let's try to see what we can get. The nice thing with Triton was Remora can be launched at full speed, so I could launch Remora while Triton was moving. So at some point, what I want to do is put in a stop command so that I can tune in a radio channel and signal a stop. That way, you know, if I need the vessel to stop, I can put in the stop signal. But then I'd have to figure out some way to do an auto restart where it starts going again. That's a little bit more complicated. Let me see. How's it going there, Hardcore Gamer? How are you? Is this boat going to be one Steam? I don't know what you mean. This is steam powered. Let's see. Let's go take a nappy new, see if we can get a mission. We can either decide to do it or not. But let's go take a nappy new and do that. So I like this as the captain's quarters right here, so we'll go in here. The chief engineer has a little bit bigger quarters, but I don't like the layout in there as much. Blue boat requires servicing east of Donk. Probably not worth the time. It's for $2,000. And I'm not towing it, so nope. Not towing it. We might just head down FJ and Chickadee and let this just head on its merry way. Quarry dump truck. Pfft, no. All right, I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to... let me check here. Yeah, quarry dump truck's in here. So this has a good ways to get there. Well, let's go up. Let's take Chickadee. We'll head down to FJ. Why am I still laggy? Yes, the environment's not that bad. We're a little bit lagged out. Not terrible though. We do have quite a bit going on here. Let's check the time to the stop point here. Yeah, we got 26 minutes. So let's go do some stuff and then we'll come back. Could go do the quarry dump truck. Yeah, we could go do that real quick. Oh, is it electricity? We had this problem last time. Okay, I gotta figure out. I gotta put that on the to-do list for Chickadee. What's going on here? It's definitely electricity. Shit. I got infinite electricity on why? Because you can see the battery's down to 21. Something's burning battery when it shouldn't be. What is going on? We had this issue yesterday, too. Temp. The number 2 engine and the number 1 engine are not in sync. Number 2's on. Number 1 doesn't want to come on. What the hell would cause that? Do I have fuel crossfeed? I don't think I do on this. What the hell's going on here? Let's get that engine kicked off. I don't know what the deal is with it. What the hell's going on with this now? Interesting. Huh. Alright, that's interesting. What the fuck is wrong with this? We used this yesterday. I'm curious if a fuel valve's not working because I don't know, we started up fine though. Interesting. That's friggin' weird, man. Let this run down for a second. Let's go all the way down on the thrust to make sure I wasn't trying to over rev the engines. Try to start them up again. We have an electrical problem though. I don't know why we're so low on. You know what? I wonder if I did testing and I set the battery super low. What the hell's going on? We have fuel. All right, let's go check this out. I want to see what's wrong with Chickadee. Something is wrong with Chickadee. That's interesting. I want to know why I'm in such a slowdown too. Could be too many hospital ships. Could be stuff like that. Now, we got a couple paint things we know we need doing. So let's fix those too. I'm at it. Right, that, and then there is symmetry. There we go. Those are fixed. All right, what the hell? It was one engine was causing the problems. Started right up. Let's see what the batteries are doing here too. Battery. Okay, where is my engine micro here? Likely the batteries are just a low p-value on the alternators. Props. Oh, what a nice clean microcontroller. I opened up something the other day that was old. And oh my god, was it no, it's given 100% alternator. What the crike? Alternator and pumps are at 100%. Okay. Interesting. So I'm not even varying the alternator. Okay, 1 and 2 are on the same. Alternator starboard. Where's alternator port? Where is... I don't even see alternator port. Where is that? I might be running the same ones on me. Could just be running both of them at the same. Let me look. Okay, alternator is right there. Okay, I'm running both of them the same. Check electricity. Where are you going here? You're going to... That's the hot side of the relay, which is also going to the alternators are also going to the hot side. Okay. What is this? It's an RGB light that doesn't appear to be plugged in anything. Okay, RGB light should be on the hot side of this. I just lost it there. It's right there. Interesting. What is up with the fuel on this, though? Let's see. So where are my fuel tanks? Fuel tanks are in the hips, I believe. Yeah, I have hip fuel tanks. These are all fuel tanks in here. Okay. Come on, stop with the slow-mo. I wonder if I got airlocked in the air intakes as well. Let's see where we're at fuel-wise. We have yeah, we have a fuel imbalance here too. So let's fill it up. Bunch of paint issues here. Where is the fuel ports? Right there. Let's go ahead and pressurize the fuel tanks. The hell is my fuel over here? I'm sick of the slowdown. Very rare I get this much slowdown. Don't think I have anything launched that should really be causing it. Get this sucker primed up with fuel and see what the deal is. The nice thing is I can reach the helipad with the crane, so I could even pull Chickadee off without having to cheat it. Alright, I've got an idea what it might be. Shut the engines down. I'm curious if I'm over revving it in vertical mode, it automatically increases the rotation in vertical mode. It could be that. It could be that simple where I need to drop the engines to start it. It's going to take quite a few seconds to shut this down. Let's go ahead and we'll grab this back. Let's save it. And I'll go test that. You can see where I am. Oh, I'm such a slowdown out here, though. It's getting better, but it's not great. No clip. Okay. Let's try starting it with the engines down. See, I don't know why the battery is reading 21 the whole time. Like, it hasn't changed. It's interesting. Yeah, that's what it is. Engines, it can't start the engines with them vertical. It automatically revs them up when they go vertical, so it's set to, you know, it was setting it too high and it wasn't getting proper stoichiometry. So that's all that was happening. Okay. Good to know, good to know, good to know. What's my release? I think it's 5. Coupler release. Let's make sure those are all the way up. Yep, coupler release. 5. Let's get out of here. All right. That was all it was. So simple fix on that. Okay. Let's go do this rescue. It's up here, I'd say. And then altitude hold. Let's just do like 500 feet for now. And then let's do altitude hold. GPS. I'm curious if I have... With a left-hand turn, I should be needing left rudder. You know, be nice if Basilisk was on here. This seems weird to me that the ball is opposite like that. The ball should not be to the right. The ball should be left. This slipping and skidding turns, and I don't know. It seems like it was. It doesn't seem like it's the ball's reacting correctly. All right, we're looking for this rescue here. Let's take off the autopilot so I can see where we're at here. Usually, there it is right there. Okay, I see him. All right. Let me shut off this monitor too, see if that will help slow down a little bit. There's a hospital ship too. I bet that's causing part of the problems. Is for a while now we've been getting too many hospital ships spawning in, which is really not helpful for performance. Like frankly, as far as I'm concerned, like put one hospital ship in per map. That's it. You know, one hospital ship per map. Like I don't know how often people use them, but it's like it's a good point of lag. It was a good idea, but it's just it's a really easy way to lag up the game. And, like, it would be even nice to have a select box where you just be like, no hospital ships. Because I frankly never use them. I don't want air-to-air refueling. I don't need that. So that would be good as a select box to get rid of them. You know, specifically say I don't want any hospital ships. I don't want any air-to-air refueling. It's cool, but it's like, you know, if you want it, let you check it. And then you can deal with the performance hit. If you don't want it, you can, you don't have to deal with it, you know. Because I think right now that hospital ship's balls on me. Trying to see where I want to sit here. Let's go ahead and put on parking brake. I don't have the autopilot on at all for even stability control, so I'll put that on. Help me just stabilize it a little bit because I got a little bit of lag, so let that help me stabilize just a little bit. I don't really need it, but it's a very stable aircraft, but never know with the being a little laggy here. I don't want to bang something and have to sit here for 20 minutes and repairing. All right, let's go ahead and but yeah, that was the issue. It's not designed to start with the engines up because it auto revs them up. So you need to be at, it goes to about 60 RPS on the rotors when it's in vertical mode so that it operates best and has plenty of power. And then when you start rotating the rotors down, it starts to reduce the thrust. So when you try to start with the rotors up, it's making it too high of an RPS on there. God damn it, we're in a super slowdown here. We're down to 32 FPS. The other thing too is like the devs talked about how certain missions were spawning inside of one another. So, you know, if any of that happens, that causes massive lag issues, you know. Right. 1, 2, 1? I think 1. 1. Okay. I do love Chickadee's like big old engines. Just kind of cool. And these big old Johnsons on there. Giggity. Let's see. So I'm hoping we can get away from this area. I'm thinking it's the hospital ship because it's like sometimes it'll be like, what is this inexplicable lag? And then it's like, you're like, up, there's a hospital ship. And it's like, I bet that's it. There we go. All right. Let's not hit the mountain there, guy. All right, so let's go to... so we have the radio frequency still in for Tethys. Let's go ahead and put in radio 127. 127. Heading hold. It's trying to station keep now. That's why it's going backwards. Is it's station keeping there? So it's gonna it doesn't care what direction it goes. It's going to pick its own direction to try to go there. And then once we go into horizontal mode, it will automatically fix itself, so. Everything's slowed down really, really badly right now. Stand by, Amanda. What's up? Shit. What? Why am I not revving up? Oh, you know what it is? I bet I trimmed the revs. I bet I trimmed the revs. I did. That's it. God damn it. I hate it when it does that. It's that trim bullshit that it pisses me off. I accidentally was holding the trim while I was doing something else, and it screws me on throttle. I couldn't thrust up. I need to do a little bit of tuning on the engine's values. Yeah, the ball seems backwards to me. We're making a right-hand turn. No, you know what it could be? Let me look at the yaw. We might be over-yawing just a hair because the system's automated, so could be over-yawing by just a hair. All right, let's see. We're currently... I'll be there in 2 minutes to Tethys. Yeah, that almost got me killed to friggin' trim again. Because if you trim, if you trim your up-down, then I have no throttle control. All right, let me catch up with chat here. Okay. Yeah, we do multiplayer sometimes, but we mostly do it with the members. Yeah, exactly. 10 Titanics. All right, what do we pass it? Where are we here? Oh, I've got the heading hold on, that's why. All right, let's take the heading hold off. I was wondering why we passed Tethys, as I had the heading hold on. I'm trying to read chat, and I missed it. We'll just circle around it anyway, doing this. Checking my temps here. Bring the props back a little bit. Like, you can disable AI vehicles, but you can't disable just the hospital ship, as far as I know. Can you disable just the hospital ship or all AI vehicles? Because I want AI vehicles. I just don't want hospital ships. And I don't want refuelers. That's the problem, is they need more granularity, is I want all the other AI vehicles, What's my heading? 220. We're not turning for shit here. Turn, you scum. There we go. Got a very limited turn rate on this. All right, we're within a nautical. We're within 1 nautical mile of the of Tethys. So. Starting to go vertical mode. I'll let it station keep us there the rest of the way. Let's go down to 200 feet. 210's fine. All right, we are currently 0.4. There it is right there. Okay. Right under us. The rocking is it's doing station keeping, which I need to tune that down to. I set up the station keeping so that it can do it at 100% wind, and I just have a P value in there. If I could put a D value in there too, then it won't do as much rocking and rolling. Look, the crane extended again. So that's interesting. I need to put something in that crane so that it stops extending like it's doing. You see, we're just falling leaf down and coming down. I'm just gonna throw this person in the hospital bed and we'll drop them off later. Oh, can you set the hospital limit to 0? Just the hospital limit, though? Interesting. I'll have to look. Nope. Want the other ships. I'm going to take off station keeping because I'm sick of the bobbing action it's doing here. All right, so what I want to do is on heading hold, it's 039. So let's put that in 039. And I'm going to have it... 039. That's not the right bearing, is it? Oh, radio's off. That's why. 122. Okay, 122. So yeah, see the crane extended again? I do not know why it friggin' does that. The brakes are supposed to be on those grippers. All right, let's go ahead and let's take off the modes, and I'll land manually here. Go ahead and we'll go to the camera page. Coming in fast here. I don't know why the crane's doing that. I got a dick with it. I had good lateral alignment, then I just screwed it up at the end there. Oof, we're right on the money there for a second. I screwed up the lateral alignment. Should tip my engines down a little bit, forward a little bit, but I really don't want to reach over there at this moment. I'm trying to just get it on my own here without having to do it. You just tip them forward just a little bit here. There we go. All right. That will just match the speed better. And then I don't have to tip forward and back as much, which is throwing me off. There we go. All right. There we go. All right, we're grabbed. All right. You come with me there, sir, madam, whatever you might be. Yeah, I gotta fix it and set his tail like this. Jesus. Turn the corner there, guy. We're 11 minutes off the waypoint. This is what I like with this, is I can just leave this on autopilot, so I know where we are now. It's going to show me in the map, but let's turn the corner to here. All right, there we go. You see what's up with this crane? So the crane needs to have the brake go on that whenever I'm off the handle as well, and I have yet to put that back on there, so I need to do that. Still a massive slowdown here. It's being annoying. We're going too fast to yaw the crane as well, so I'm just going to put it in its rear position. Okay, I'm able to yaw it back now. Being slow, but I'll just put it in this rear position for now. I'm gonna go get do coffee break, so we'll sit in here for the coffee break here, and I'll be right back. All right, nice. I'm back here. I like sitting in the kitchen when I go get food. I roll. Let's see. checking up on chat here. Oh, Rasmus is Rasmus heading out? We'll see you later, Rasmus. Thanks for hanging out. Missed that. Let's see. All right, good. So let's go ahead and we'll see what we want to do here. Just trying to get there. Just trying to get there. Let's see. All right, so let's see. We'll see where we're at. We're currently 6 minutes out on that point. Let's see if there's a point closer. Probably cut the corner just a little bit. I kind of have to be active for getting under the bridge. Everything's coming along pretty well. Tethy's working pretty well. Need to work on the area down by the drone room. Probably the most. Let's go ahead and look at some, see what anybody put on anything on Discord. I see Amanda is up at the Arctic with the Patway. See that picture? That's cool. Bunch of good build challenge stuff going on here. Vast majority of people are building with in what this challenge is supposed to be about, which is nice to see. Excellent. Let's see. We'll check official here, and we'll see what we got for some picks there. Today's what, Tuesday? Tuesday. So we should have an update tomorrow. I don't know if it's gonna be parts or just an announcement or what. I'll have to see what last week was. Let us see. Let's scroll back. There's some cool stuff. There's a Patway release. This guy needs a stability system. What's that? Trawling concept. This is neat. I like that oil rig. This guy needs a stability system too. He's got a squat problem there. These ships are cool. I wanted to make a small one of these to go do like the boat transports and put them on the back of the boat. Like these ships will take on ballast and sink. Then they load a ship on top or a oil rig or something, and then they transport. Billboard. It's funny. All right, good. Let's see where we at there. All right, good. All right, let's see. We are currently 4 minutes off the bridge. We'll head onto the bridge once we get onto the bridge. I'll probably jump in Chickadee, and we'll just beat feet over to FJ, and we'll let Tethy just auto stop when it gets to the point. I don't know if there's really anything I can do to brighten this up. It's a little bit dark on the stream, but it's pretty light on my end. I do not know Tethy's dimensions offhand. No, I don't. It's probably 29 blocks wide, maybe a little bit more. I think it's a little bit more, like 30 something blocks wide. Not sure. Off the top of my head. You do water cannons. Do the water cannons up at some point. Alrighty. Alright, so it'll be right around the bridge in 3 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and just pop the autopilot for now. Put in the new waypoint right off the docks here. I don't know what is sitting right here. What is that? I don't know what that is. Yeah, I don't know what that vehicle is. Oh, it could be the Patway sitting in there. That's probably what it is, Patway sitting in there. I bet you that's what it is. Would be cool to kind of go down to some of these wrecks. I want to make a remotely operated submarine that can be used with a drone room. So I want to do that at some point too. Yeah, let's count up these. So there's one of the hospital boats. There's another one. Only 2 going right now. At one point I had like 3 in tight grouping. We have the refueling plane right here. Let's see where we're at on that front. 42. We've improved, but do I have a clear all vehicles? I do, but I don't want to do it now. See, I could do clean all vehicles. I don't know if that gets rid of them. Could do that at some point when I have all my vehicles, but that's going to clear out other stuff too. But had actually pretty reasonable weather here where it's not super windy in game. Let's go ahead and we'll put on the night vision for everything. Actually, probably pretty good on the direction we're heading here to go right through that span. Drop the mast when we get closer. I need to tilt the mast, or else we're gonna bang it off of the bridge. Yeah, I'll see you later there, Amanda. I haven't done anything else on the Lua nav panel. I've got to break it up, so I have to do buttons on one, and then I have to do the decoration bars on another, and then do the and then end up doing the information display on another Lua block. So I'll break it up into 3 different Lua blocks, and then do it that way. Yeah, I like doing some night stuff here and there. Some people always complain about it. I understand the complaints. It's tough to see, but you know, I get the complaints, but I like to do them every once in a while. I like the cameras. The cameras came out nice, so I like that. All right, we'll go ahead and start folding the mast down. There goes the mast. All right, aim for the span here. Personally, I'd like no railway bridge over the water like this. I kind of find it to be annoying, but oh well. Is what it is. All right, we're clear. Let's go put that back up. Let's put in the new waypoint. All right, and let's go ahead and we'll head over to the, what do you call it? The oil rig. We need to start working on that. Well, we'll head back to base, and then we'll go from there for the oil rig. So we can get Chickadee DD started. I need to set this up so that, I don't know, I was going to make it so that Tethys recharges. Tethys makes plenty of power, so I might just have Tethys recharge it. There we go. All right. I'm not clipped on anything, am I? I'm just checking here. Make sure. I had trimming on the throttle again. Damn it. I really hate that. I really do. It's one of my least favorite things. All right, let's go ahead and we'll head into FJ here. That way when I come back to it, I can bring an updated version. That's the most updated version of Tethys too, so I don't have to worry about having not updated versions out of that. I think I have a vehicle over at the rig already. Pretty sure I have the flatbed there. I might have the flatbed there. I can't remember. Can't say we're all the way down. We are. Okay. So there's Tethys in the background. Do you have a gamma slider? I don't like gamming it up. I have the nights set pretty short, so it should be day soon here. Just makes it look washed out. You know, there are some people who play Tarkov with a gamma all the way up, and it's like, one, it's cheating. Two, it's just, I don't know. This looks bright and washed out to me. I think this is a bad read. The battery, I doubt the battery's at 11%. Because the engines on this rev way up. I have 2 alternators going, and they're at 100% each. I don't know why this would be not producing electricity to any sort of appreciable level. It's kind of weird to me. But I couldn't remember if the Chickadee lights up. It does not. was a pretty good hand painted, if I do say so myself. Try not to pat myself on the back too much, but it never been much of an artist, and that's came out pretty good. I need to hook up the FLIR on this to turn on. That button right there should turn on the night light on there, the night vision. I'm doing it again. I gotta be careful. I can't down collect it for too long without recovering it, or else it will. It's takes a couple extra seconds to get it to recover, and I'll end up crashing. Oh, fuck, I knew I was going to do that. I was trying to not hit the left side, and I ended up banging the top. No, at least we made it in here, so. Benefit of that. Hopefully it's close enough. I can just grab it in the workbench. There we go. Got it. All right. So we'll put the latest version. What? Friggin' hell, that's not. Didn't take it in. Still in slowdown. God damn. Will you stop being in slowdown? We have 34. Something is causing absolute havoc in the game right now. Some vehicle is banging around out there and causing problems. Geomet, I'm signed in with Steam in the... What? Damn, I gotta read that. Alright. Let's see. On Geometa, I'm signed in with Steam in the SW Discord. Do you know how I can gain the ability to add bug reports and feature requests? You should be able to just sign in and do it. Should just be able to sign in and then do add feature or bug report. Just if you go to the top here, click on sign in there. Sign in through Steam. And then now it says signed in as captain. And then you should be able to just do create issue. But let's go through these. I haven't gone through these in a little while. Let's see what's up with these. Pivot physics issue. Pivot physics really needs to be fixed. When adding multiple pivot parts, like 3 parts with pivots connected, the last pivot will get weak as heck. It's going freestyle all the time. Is your physics set to high? Sounds like somebody's physics isn't set to high. It could be, but I doubt it. As you can see, I just took a multi-point crane and had, even with slowdown, had no problems loading up a little boat. You know, it sounds like they don't have their physics set to high, and then they complain as though it's the game's problem and they haven't checked their settings. see. Text. What is text? I play, but I have blurry text. I can't read anything. Yeah, see, like that's. It's like this person here. It says requires response in 6 days. You know, probably a good chance they never respond, and then they get put in low priority, and then they complain that they're in low priority. Modular engines in Korea. Again, I don't know how you expect them to help with that limited amount of information. Map tile lines visible. Ow! Fuel pumps missing. What is this? Yeah, there's a ton of posts here that like people just they don't put anything near enough information to expect a response. Rotating helicopter spawn is probably need yeah, it's a design issue. It's not a bug, guy. It's not a gyro bug. It's a faulty design. You designed it incorrectly, and then you're trying to blame the game again for it. So that's like I just don't get those. It's like go. That's when you go ask for help from people in the community. It's like it's not a bug, man. Electrical. What is that? On every spawn, no electrical component is connected. Okay, that's not helpful. Yeah, probably something in there. Vehicle teleport caused vehicle to get destroyed. You're not supposed to be able to. When I try to pass the border, okay, to teleport, I got you. Yeah, that's when I had that issue too. Mine didn't get destroyed; just it crashed the game when I hit the boundary because it's supposed to teleport the vehicle from one side to the other, so it wraps. Autosave glitch, constant autosave, infinite spawning, loading bug, fuel disappears in multiplayer. Probably in the pipes. All right, here's my selectable, deselectable trim axes. All right, that's me putting. Good. So it sounds like I put my link to my distillation tutorial, and it doesn't look like that person will bother watching it. Finery oscillation. Okay, I already responded to that one. Not too much going on here. Let's see what feature requests. More HUD sizes. Oh my god, we have a what do we get? We have a bunch of HUD sizes, don't we? 2? Is that what we have? I'm not against it. Okay, that was that. Build mode, reducing jet exhaust. Let's see, workbenches. So these are probably reasonably old. Yes, I don't see a lot of new too many new bug reports there. Some of the same old stuff there. So I'm curious what tomorrow's gonna be. Let's quickly look at. Let's see what the updates were like for tomorrow. Sorry about clearing my throat in the mic. I try not to do that. All right, so let's see. We had sticky rotation update. So, let me see. So we might have announcement week next week. They've been doing a good job. There's a lot of fixes there. So let's see. Then we had the Q&A. So that kind of changed up the rotation. Like this is when like Delta said it's argumentative when somebody's like, "Are you ever gonna fix the game? Are you ever gonna do fixes?" I think it was like phrased like that. Are you ever gonna do fixes? And like he was like, "Oh, that's an argumentative comment," and I agree with it. It's like, literally, look, like this is every week or every other week. This is what we're getting for fixes. We're getting them. It's just like you gotta chill out, man. You gotta wait. It's what these things happen. Is like fixes. That's what they're working on. They said the majority of the time is going to be on fixes, and it looks like that's what it is. I think they're at a pretty good balance. There's still some big fixes that need to be done, like the unlimited saving. Like I've never had the fuel pumps disappear on me, but I know people have, and it could be very well be a RAM issue with their computer because I'm thinking the way it works is it's like a vehicle. And so it's like the vehicle's not getting saved. It very well could be a RAM issue. I'm just making sure I'm out of the workbench because I can't. Tethies won't keep moving if I'm in the workbench. So like there's announcement week, like pulleys update. Like you can see, they're putting in lots of fixes. It's just like again, this could be the most important fix for somebody who plays with trains all the time, and this is the one they really wanted. And for somebody like me who doesn't use trains very much, that doesn't seem like that's it doesn't affect me. And so it would be selfish of me to be like, oh, they never fix anything, because it's like, no, they didn't fix the things that I want, but they're fixing other things that other people want. You got to just be patient and realize that, yeah, they're going through it, and eventually, hopefully, they'll get to the one that bugs you the most, Oh, there's me. Look at me, little me. All right. So, yeah, so I'm expecting, let's see, we could go either way. It could be announcement week next week. The other thing they've been doing is like sticking in little updates like the sticky rotation update. Some of that smaller stuff, once it's done, they'll have it come out. So I'm curious what tomorrow will bring. I always get excited with the updates. Yeah, I'm not against the more HUD sizes. It's not something that did I say I read Space City Mopa's comment, but I did not say hello. Just say hello to you. That's I'm not against more HUD sizes. Do I think it's priority? No. It's like the people who keep asking for more and more guns and new guns. I doubt that's a priority, man. You got your gun update. You have plenty of guns. It's like this is an Escape from Tarkov where we expect to get 5 new guns every wipe. Because that's what that game is it's a gun game. This is not a gun game. You got your update. Maybe they'll throw something in, but probably pretty nice. What's Citrus's comment here? Uno problema. Where is the sync button exactly, Citrus? There's no sync button on there. Let's see how the pathway's doing. Oh, no detractors yet. No negatives on that. Yeah, that's nice to see. All right, good. All right, we'll take the pathway over there. We'll see if we can. Actually, you know what? We're gonna go drive over to. I'm gonna teleport because I think I might have a vehicle over there. Yeah, I do. I have this vehicle. So part of this too is I want to see if this thing gets. Oh, I meant to shut off damage. Shit. Yep. So I think my hypothesis is correct here. That my thought was that this is tipping over because when it spawns in, see how tight this. I don't have a flashlight. See how tight this hose is. I think that's the problem. Is it is like this is on a keep active. This is not. So I'm curious if I put that on a keep active, if it will fix that. All right, so let's grab this. I think that's probably done. What's our time? What's our in-game time here? All right, it's almost morning. It should be getting there here. Let's do this. I know some people are getting annoyed that it's so much here. Let's cycle through a little bit here. Gives me terrible vertigo. Cycling the night this fast. Oh. brutal. Oh my god, I can't even look at it. Look at the ground. Oh, brutal vertigo. Like I don't get vertigo in airplanes very much, but it's like that gives me vertigo. Terrestrial vertigo. There we go. Okay. All right, little sunrise. Let's go ahead and we'll grab. Let's see. Crane. What? Oh, I screwed up the crane one here. Let's go. Oh, come on, you bastardo. Right on top of me. So that's a hose issue that I think's going on with this. Okay, controls are a little bit different on this than they are on Tethys, so I'm trying to figure that out. Oh, you son of a bitch. Okay, god damn it. Ah, it sucks, man. Pisser. I accidentally put the 1 and 2 are on toggle, so they're going to be a pain in the balls to do this with. That sucks, man. I gotta work on this crane first before we can even crane the sucker up. That sucks. Alright, I gotta go fix this crane. That's a pain. Alright, there is, shit. Tethys didn't auto-stop. God damn it. Tethys didn't auto-stop. It's bashed up against the... Bashed up here. Why did you not auto-stop, you jerky son of a bitch? Supposed to auto-stop, you scum. Why? I fix this now. Tethys didn't auto-stop, so I get a big bashed up friggin' bow on that. I fixed that. And then I gotta fix the crane so I can tip over my jet fuel truck. And I figure out what's up with this auto stop, why the auto stop didn't work. So I'll put Tethys away and then I'll fix that. It's good to figure it out. I'm just glad that it wasn't catastrophic. You can see it's the bow looks like it's a little bit down, so it probably took on some water. My rudder's working? Autopilot's still on. There it goes. Wonder why I'm not steering. Autopilot's still on. So I got a couple things on here we'll work on. I'm thinking what I'm going to do is save the save here, and I will just go ahead and we'll go back to the custom game, and we'll fix some stuff. It's a lot easier to fix stuff in the custom game and test it. All right, the cameras are really helpful now for docking. Take them out of night vision for now. And with the asymmetrical thrust, we can do pretty well with docking. So I want to come back on port rather, and let's push up with starboard so that we keep pushing towards the dock. And then we can see right off this one here actually how close we are to the dock. We can't really get good perception next to us. It looks like we're right there, but if you look here, we've got still a pretty good gap there. And we can see behind us our gap, so we have a pretty good gap there. You know, so that's because like right here, all this is blocking the view, so you know, it looks like we're right up against it, but if you look here, you can see this gap there. We can see on this side what the gap looks like. You can see up here what the gap looks like, so you know, this makes it easy. I can look there, I can look here and see where you know, everything is. All right, nice. Oh, there's a pasture in there. All right. Let's take this person out here. Can't take off Tethys, which that actually worked out pretty well. Let me take the rescue boat though. Apparently you live with us now there. So I'll put myself right in front of this person so I try to remember it. Well, hopefully these hospital ships clear out. I'm thinking that's what's causing this problem. It's being really friggin' obnoxious, just being a slowdown all the time because of them. Okay. Let's go stand in front of this person so that I can actively save here. A 5-5. All right. Where is it? This one. That's some good testing too. Figured out some things that everything needs. So a little bit of chickadee work, a little bit of this and there. Yeah, that was some ugly vertigo there for a second there. Ugh. Still I'm a little bit dizzy because of it. Kind of gross. Yeah, I was thinking of a winch. I'm not sure if that would work or not. I think what's happening is when the vehicle respawns, it is sucking in the hose, and then it tips it over. So it's trying to quickly figure out where the hose is supposed to be. A pulley might do it. The pulley likes to spit out a bunch of line. So I'm curious about that too. All right, so let's see why the hell the auto stop's not working. All right, drive panel. Okay, those are clutches. So did I not put in auto stop at all? Helm, drive panel. Okay, so I didn't put it in, that's why. Okay. Where's the autopilot? Right here. Where's distance? Did I put distance in here? I don't think I put distance in here. Are we coming off the bearing panel? There we have to. Yeah, bearing panel's here. Okay. Let's find the bearing panel. All right, where's reported distance? Distance is right here. Okay, distance nautical miles is reading off on channel 19 is the distance. All right, 19 is the distance. All right, right here. All right, this is going to go to the drive panel. All right, so I want two conditions for this. I'm actually changing this up a little bit to how I usually do it. So what we're going to do here is going to read 19. So that's going to read the distance from the waypoint. And so if two conditions are met, and then what's the other one? We have AP1. So if the autopilot is on and the distance to the waypoint is less than, then I want it to auto stop. So what we'll do here is 1 is the distance there. See. Let's see. 100 meters should be fine because we don't have any momentum in game. Let's see, meters to nautical miles. .05. All right, so if the distance is less than 0.05 nautical miles, all right, Z and W, then we want to go ahead and, my God, can I stop dropping stuff? It's right and on off. This one's fine. Now we'll go to the drive panel, and that will tell us to auto stop. So if the autopilot is on and we are less than the distance, because often like what I'll do is I don't want it to auto stop. All I have to do is shut off the autopilot, and now even though we're less than the distance, it won't auto stop. It will it needs the autopilot to be on to be able to do it. So you know, that way too is I can put it in and I don't even have to manually steer it with the autopilot. As long as the autopilot switch is on, it will automatically auto stop us. So that will be useful in other conditions as well. All right, good. I like that. So that's set up. All right, so where is my condition here for the clutch? So right here is one of the stop conditions. So it's X and Y or Z is going to be that. So X and Y or Z, or what's this next one? W, W. Or a W. Or a W. 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 All right, so now that should auto stop. Let's connect them up. I'll go test this out. So when we get within 100 meters, it should auto stop. Could be that the game needs a reboot too. I'm running a little bit. Yeah, I'm running a little slow on the custom world too. Sometimes, like, every game will get a little memory leak or something, and it'll get a little slow. So. All right, let me read some chat here. Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, the pulley only works with rope. I keep forgetting that too. I really wish the pulley would work with everything. That would be kind of cool. Yeah, it won't work with cable or a hose. Yep. Boolean is essentially on off. So by doing that, for example, like that logic was there are a couple ways I can zero things out. So say for example, I'm going to push my prop pitch up on starboard. So one of the Boolean conditions is XY. So XY is if I hold X and I hold Y, it zeros it. All right. The other condition is if I press the space bar. So that would be Z. So it's X and Y, which is press the top button and the bottom button, or I press the space bar, which is Z. And then the other one was or W, which is now the auto stop. So it allows you to do multiple. It's like if you took a bunch of logic gates like ands, nots, and you can do it much more compactly. You can do some pretty complex formulas to make conditions. Like my autopilots have a lot of Booleans in there because it's like the autopilot master has to be on. You have to have this mode and this mode selected for it to do this. Like for example, when I do station keeping, I often like to have it so that you have to have nav and either GPS or radio selected. Shit. See if I can do this quickly here. So when we go within 100 meters here. Okay, I gotta move it out further here, so. I probably need that on a blinker too. Let's enter in the new one here. So it's telling me we're within half a nautical mile, I think is where I have it set to. That's what the flashing light is to tell me we're within a half a nautical mile. And so this should auto stop when it gets within 100 meters. There we go. And you see it just auto stopped us. So excellent. So that puts us nice and close to where I want to be, but not right on top of it. So like I can put us right up against the dock and it will stop us, a safe distance off the dock. So a little bit of a safety cushion there. That's good. So this can go back. Excellent. That's in there. Yeah, so that's what booleans are. I'll quickly walk through them. Yeah, that's why, like, daemon ships especially, like, daemon is great. I'll bring up the daemon website. That's why, like, Triton's based off a daemon ship. I'll bring up that tugboat citrus that that was based off that daemon one you're looking at. All right, so, like, here's the tug. This was based off that daemon stand tug. This one right here. It's based off the daemon stand tug. But here, let's go to the Daemon website. I love the Daemon website because they have cool ships, but then they have plenty of diagrams, and it's really cool. The website could use a little work, but it's good. Like, here's, you gotta go in vessels, and then tugs. Stand tugs. So, like, this is the one that Citrus was. There's the 1907, the 1606. So this is what that tug was kind of inspired by. But they have really good stuff here. They have specifications on here. You can do virtual tours. You know, they have lots of good pictures from every different angle, so you can really see, like, all the angles you need to kind of, you know, to do all your design work on there. And then if you sign in, you usually can get diagrams right here. Download. Fucking knew I was gonna do that. I'll fix that now. But so you can get a product sheet. So, like, here's the product sheets. And so it's got everything on there. And so, like, it has schematics. And so, like, you can really get in there. And so, like, one thing I'll do is I'll take these and, like, if you... What the fuck? So, like, you can copy up some of this stuff. And what I'll do for scaling purposes is I'll do this. And so you can do it pixel counts. And so, like, I'll do pixel... God damn it. Wow. Can't keep my hand still. Do pixel counts, and then you can do really... you can do conversions for in-game. So, like, for example, if I might do something like this where you take a line, take another line, you count the pixels. So we're currently at 60, 70 pixels. And if you go to here, we're at 640, 630. So 630 minus 70. So 630 minus 70. And so it's 560 pixels. And then what I'd do is go back to the Daemon website. If I could find the friggin' thing. Oh my god, dude. Why? Why are you paying the balls today? It doesn't want to change view. It doesn't want to change fucking web pages. Oh, it's annoying. There we go. All right. All right, so then you come in and you see that the length is 16.76. And so you have 560 pixels divided by 16.76. So it's 33 pixels per meter. So that way you can easily do very precise little things. So if you know that it's 33 pixels per meter and you want to know how tall the rail is, you can then come in and measure from here, which is what? That is at about 290. And the top of it is at, let's see, 260, 75, 275. So 290 minus 275 is 15. So that's about half a meter tall right there. So you can kind of, that's what I like about that, is you can really get in there and kind of screw with it. Nope, cancel. Yeah, that was the Daemon that I really, that was the stand tug I liked. I'll see a CG. Okay, yeah, CG's gotta go, so I'm just gonna show the Boolean. Now, friggin' that little bit of vertigo's got me feeling like crap now. Ugh, I hate vertigo. Crane, let's work on the crane. But yeah, so that's important. I thought for some reason yesterday that I didn't have the auto stop on. I think I did something like, oh crap, I need to put auto stop on this, and then I forgot to do it. That's push. That's push. Why you, See why this is misbehaving. Why is that fucking pushing out on its own? What is on the end there? Oh, it's the main gripper lock track. Okay, that's what that is. So kind of the way this crane works is, so as you can see, it's flying there. I can show you better. All right, so, god damn it. I love it how that it's different to go slow in the editor than it is out in the world. It's like, just make it the same, man. Why? Why do you gotta be difficult? So anyways, there's a track on the top here, and that has a gripper on, so we'll go segment by segment. So you have segment 1, which is this, segment 2, and then segment 3. And so segment 1 is just kind of the container for everything. And so segment 1 is a linear track, and it's pushing segment 2 off that linear track. So you can see right here, that's what pushes it, is that linear track pusher there. And so that pushes out segment 2. Segment 2 is all grippers, and that's so that segment 3 on this linear track, why do I have that again? Because see right here, this here is one of these track segments right here. And so as this extends, I don't want this pushing the whole time or else it'll eat up a ton of electricity. So this one's inverted, as you can see. The track is actually up top. And then these here are actual those track segments. And that allows this to lock to those grippers. And then here we have the final part is on segment 2, we have a track segment, and then the grippers will grab that so that that can lock out as well. So I want to see what is wrong with this and why it's acting up funny. Yeah, it's acting as on-off switches. I gotta fix that. Let's look at it. Yeah, a lot of stuff's being a pain in the balls right now. Plus, I got vertigo, so it's not really great. It's distracting me. Extender tracked right here. What is up with this? These are pushes. Okay, that's why. All right. So, like, I know CG's not watching, but, like, I could do an OR. So here, if I did a Boolean, so, like, right here, take a Boolean. And so what I want to do is when I'm not pressing this or I'm not pressing this, I want it to zero that out. So essentially what you would do is, let's see. So, you know, now you can put in the logic of this. And so what you essentially do is you can see if I'm not pressing X or Y, it would reset this to 0. So if it's, so you do X or Y, and then you do, if it's not X or Y, and so you can just go to, where is it, operators, and it'll tell you what they are. So exclamation points, not, XOR, or, and. You have variables, and you have the constants. So you can do that, and then that will now fix that. A little bit of vertigo is giving me a headache and nausea. It's like tiny little thing screws your whole thing up. A piss poor creation. What a piss poor friggin' animal we are. All right, so now it stops. Okay, good. And then do I have any brakes on here? I don't yet. Let me see. Crane lock release. Okay, that's not. So I need to activate the brakes on this. And so this is going to be an output. All right, gripper brakes. And so essentially, if we're not extending or retracting, this will be 0. And so we can take a threshold of 0, and that will activate the gripper brakes. So whenever I let go of the button, essentially to move it, it will automatically lock all these up. So you don't have to do all of them, but it makes sure it doesn't slide in any of those areas if you do all of them. You'll just have gaps if you don't. And then this one here needs its brake as well. And so now that will break those when I'm not moving it, and that way you don't have to send an electrical signal to the linear slider the whole time. And then when I let go, those brakes should be on. So let's see if I can find it. See, brake is true, and then the big brake, there's one brake in the back here that needs to be on too. All right. Do I have a crane backup? Here it is. That's the old one. I want to make sure I like the new crane. I do. So. So that's helpful. That will make it much. That will make it operate much better there. And we'll go test with. I'll actually take this out and we'll go and see. We'll actually go do that fix that I need to do on the career save. So we'll go back to that and I'll just lift that vehicle up. Suka, I have a build review channel. I owe a couple people still reviews. If you join the Discord, Suka, let me make sure that I have the information down in the... let me make sure I have the information down in the description. It's a little bit different on Twitch. Yeah, I'm trying to see where I can add. Trying to see where I can add it. I'll put it in chat there, Suka. Just join the Discord. I've got a build review channel. I just did a build challenge not that long ago, and so I'm not really looking to do reviews at the moment. So I will be doing them at some point again. I'll give you a quick invite to that. And then, so when that opens, the way it works is there'll be a submission period. You go ahead and you submit it. And then the community will vote for 4 of them. I'll pick 1, and then I review 5. Make sure you read the top of the rules. I'll read it real quick here, but it's the wrong one. Where are we at here? But it's called Build Reviews, the channel. And so it goes 1 build per person per submission. Must be your build. You're not allowed to submit other people's build. Time is limited. I cannot necessarily review every aspect of the build. Try to give equal representation each build. I try to keep them within 10 minutes. That lets me put them on TikTok and on Steam. Let's see. Make sure you have a good workshop page, and builds must be submitted to the workshop. So the way, and then so the community will vote for 4 of them. I will vote for I'll pick the 5th one, and then I'll review them. I still owe a couple. I'll try to get to that today so that I can open it up again. I haven't done a review like that in a little while. A bunch of people have been asking, so I've been trying to get to it. So just go ahead and join the Discord, Suka, and then, we'll go from there. 12:05. All right, let's go ahead and let's head over there. Yeah, definitely using an add-on is a good way if you're like trying to something tips over and you need to quickly fix it. It's a good way to do it. It's just you don't have to pay for it. You don't have to move the crane there. That's kind of a pain in the ass if I have to drive the crane out there to go fix something that was a game problem. That's the issue. Is this is a game problem that the hose is extending, but instead of getting all pissed off about it like some people do, I just kind of think that, hey, it's a game thing. It happens, and instead of getting all frustrated by it, I just go fix it. And so this is another way that it makes it a lot easier to not get annoyed. Like here, it takes me all of 10 seconds to go fix this thing once, if I have the crane set up correctly. So like this is about all it takes for me to get this going, and then it's really super simple, and I don't have to get annoyed by it, Ah, shit. I didn't bring the thing here. Fix this again. All right, so I need to edit this real quick to bring the mag all in. Can I zoom in not at like a ridiculous rate game, please? Can I even make an object for that? Let's see. I don't have the thing that I need. Oh, that's not good either. I didn't save those. Here, let's do this. So the attachments for the crane I don't have saved, so I should save those. So let's do this. I'm back in this here. Stand by. I gotta go back to the custom game. Actually, you know what? Screw it. Yeah, let's go back. Let's go back to custom game. So that crane has the different attachments. I have not saved the attachments. Yeah, post some pictures of Atsuka in the creation showcase there on the Discord, and then I will be opening up the build review again. One of the reasons why I picked the 5th build is that way, like, say, for example, somebody keeps posting something, but maybe, the community members are, maybe it's somebody new and the community members don't know them, so they're not voting for their build to get reviewed. That way I can pick it, and that way if I see somebody posting it all the time, or like I see a cool build that I like that I'd like to review, I can do it, and so that's one reason why I pick one of the 5. For example, if I got 28 tanks, and every one of the tank, I might pick mine as something different, that way it kind of lets me kind of decide a little bit better here. Let me see, where the hell are we here? Where am I? Where am I going here? There we are. Okay. I have not saved these, so these need to be saved. Could you just, like, not pull the wall with it there, guy? Thanks. There we go. All right. All right, let's go ahead. New. Crane attachments. All right, good. So now we have crane attachments as a separate vehicle. Let's try to go do this real quick here. I'll make the add-on in here, and then I'll test it. See, I can't even slow down the scrolling on this. It's making my vertigo worse. All right, let's go back to the clicked on the wrong one. Piss! Yeah, fix that now. Clicked on the wrong one. Gotta click back. A little bit of vertigo throws me right off. That's why it's so dangerous in airplanes. You get vertigo bad in an airplane. It's really debilitating. That was there was one time that I was flying for the small the kind of private airline, and I had a bubble in my tooth. And as we descended, the bubble started expanding, and it's debilitating. You like I was the pilot flying that leg, and I had to have the other guy fly. I told like, Kev, you need to fly this. And he's like, what's wrong? I'm like, my tooth's exploded. And he's like, ah, good. Yeah, I'll fly. And then luckily sat on the ground for a little bit, and it equalized out. And then I was able to fly the next leg out. So, but, like, you get debilitated like that. It's why, you know, why single pilot operations in a lot of cases are not wise. It's just, it's too dangerous. All right, good. So let's go ahead and... I don't think I need the cable, but if I do, I'll grab one. But I like having these modules for it. It makes it... let me set this down. The brakes are off on this, so it's trying to move away from me as I'm trying to hook this in. It's being a pain in the ass. You try infinite electricity. That's on, okay. Let's go set the brake so it stops moving. It's my favorite thing to do when I'm still building something is I end up leaving the window open so that I can jump in and out of the window without having to put a door in. Oh, you fucker. It's going to be particular today, isn't it? It's going to be one of those days where it's just nothing's easy. Probably an electrical problem with this too if it's not grabbing already. You know what the problem is? The problem is the space bar is the detach button. So I gotta fix that. Because like this came off of the crane on Tethys, so the space bar on Tethys is to release that, which I should probably change anyway. But on this, the space bar is actually the parking brake, which I don't really need because I can just put down the supports, but it will drop that. Crap. Might need the cable to get that thing energized. Fuck. I'll go get a cable. I shall get a cable. So like, see how the pumps are gone? Okay. That's because you know, it's a vehicle, so they don't load until you get there. My hypothesis is still that it's a factor where people don't have enough RAM or something, and the game is saving it without the vehicles, and then they don't get them back because it's like the vehicle got deleted. So, because like I've never had it, and quite a few people are getting it, so I'm thinking it's something like that where it's, you know, they might not have enough RAM because it's like, if everybody was getting it, you would say it's a universal problem. But if certain people are getting it, you start to think that it's their system, you know, and that's likely what I think it is. I think it's something with their system where they don't have the RAM or the way it's saving the file. Oh, nice. This is now also, so that's got to be switched to toggle. Whatever, we're figuring out what we need. It's just a frustrating one. I have to keep going back and editing stuff just to do a quick fix here. That's hitting the ground, okay. Oh yeah, that's a problem being on that control too. God damn. 1 is the key to make that attach, and that is also the key to extend. So I have to hold extend to get this to do what it's doing. So this could be problematic here. Okay, there we go. All right, it's up. But this is telling me what I need for my build, so as much as a little bit of a pain in the ass, I'm learning what my builds need, so that's always helpful. You know. All right, good. So that was actually pretty damn good performance for that crane with this full of liquid. They're damn heavy when they're full of liquid. All right, so this is my new liquid container. And so this is going to be what can be loaded onto Tethys, or as you can see in this case, this truck. I think the 39P is still one container. I do have some self-loading trailers that can take 2. But I kind of like this modular system. There's a reason why most logistics systems use modular systems like pallets. Pallets are a type of modular system. Intermodal containers, intermodal, different, able to be used in different intermodal, being able to be used with different modalities, essentially. So you can put an intermodal container on a truck, a train, a ship. You can stack them and store them in a port, so it makes them really very versatile. There's a reason why, for example, air cans for transporting cargo via air, they can fit in different models of aircraft, plus they can be loaded onto trailers, and that way they can be, like we used to load them on trailers. We could hold 5 cans in a trailer. And so, you'd drive up the airport and you would unload your trailer full of cans, and the cans would all go into the airplane. Nice to get a little Escape from Tarkov stream, and I haven't streamed Tarkov in a while. It'd be kind of nice to get back to it. I don't like playing by myself too much in Tarkov. It's alright, but like I tend to play pretty slow. I like to play slow. I like to snipe. Some people call me a rat. Yeah, I like to snipe. Sniping's my favorite thing, so, it's funny. People will call you a rat. If you stop and you play tactically at any point like you're supposed to be playing tactically and like you actually care about your life in game, it is a survival game after all. People are like, you're rat. It's like, dude, literally, like, I heard you running and I stopped and shot you. And they'll be like, rat. Like, if you don't run like it's Call of Duty, they'll be like, rat. Like, grow up. They're just being trolly sillies. Alright, so go ahead and bring this in. That handles the weight. That's 17,000 liters right there. It's pretty good. It handles the weight fine. That's a medium duty truck too. All right, let's go ahead and we have 14448 jet. All right, I guess we didn't have that much. We only had 3. Nope. There's no way that's 3,000 liters was in there. It was full. How much is in there? That was showing a lot more than that. What the hell? I don't know. I won't save this. I'll go back and get it another time. I might have to unload that. Yeah, I may have to unload that. But I don't know, man. That doesn't seem like enough. That was only 3,000 liters in there. Doesn't seem like enough. Yeah, let's roll the save and I'll check it. Seemed like a hell of a lot more than 3,000 liters I had in there. I think it's 17 total. see everybody playing Helldivers 2 there. It seems like a cool game, but I just cannot play third-person shooters. Just have no interest in any third-person game. That's like Palworld look interesting, but it's third-person. Don't like third-person. Have no interest in third-person. I just don't, you know. I want first-person. All right, where do I have a... Right, is that a spawner? Or, no, it's a liquid meter. It's up 17,000's in there. That's interesting. So I probably have to actually empty this. So we'll do that another time. Let's see where we're at. Yeah, we've been streaming for almost 4 hours here. I think we'll probably wrap it up. But it's been good. I'll try to get some multiplayer in here and there. We might do some stuff where I'm kind of in a building mood, which I have not been in. So I want to do some building. So one thing I might do is we might get some of this. We might do some mining as a multiplayer operation. That would be kind of fun to get some mining going together. For example, we could work on some equipment, and then we could head up to the coal mine and do some mining. We could even do metal down here. So I think that would be fun. I know there's a bunch of people who have talked about it, play with the members and do that. So I might do I'll probably add a members section on the Discord where we could, like, I can just kind of more organize that stuff. You know, so that everybody's set up that we can do some multiplayer mining, and then so we kind of know and people can like kind of, you know, passively sign up. You don't have to be like, it's a huge commitment. Like if you can't make it, that's fine. But like, you know, that way we can kind of understand, okay, 4 people are interested in playing tomorrow on multiplayer mining. So I know we need these vehicles ready, so I can get the vehicles ready, and then we can go and do it. So I think that would be kind of fun. Let me catch up with chat. Yeah, a lot of those games like Helldivers and stuff, like it was kind of like BattleBit for me. I like BattleBit, but you know, there's a reason why I have. Let's look. Tarkov, I have over 6,000 hours now. I have over 6,000 hours in this now too, but I still have more time in Tarkov than I do in this. And part of it is like those games are easy to pick up, but they're also easy to put down. It's why like you see a lot of people, even like part of the Grouchy community with this community, that they can't leave Stormworks. They'll bitch and complain all the time, but they're back to playing again. And part of it is, you know, when you have a game that is in depth and it takes a lot of learning and you can build really intricate, cool things, and pretty much the sky's the limit. There's a reason why I can have 6,000 hours in this game, is like refining, making something new. You look at your old vehicles and they're crap compared to your new stuff, and you can always get better. And you get a game that's like a W key shooter like Call of Duty, Battlefield, BattleBit, and they're easy to pick up. You can they feel very natural, and you're used to it. You can just go and you can play, but they don't have a lot of depth, and because they're not very complex. And that lack of complexity makes a really low floor, but it also makes a low ceiling. With a game like this, the floor is pretty high and the ceiling is incredibly high. Ceiling's unlimited, and that lets you play forever. And the same thing with Tarkov is like my brother just got Tarkov around the holidays, and it's like, you know, watch him trying to learn a new map is very challenging, you know. And then you watch like Monk and I, which we both have like probably around, you know, he's got, I don't know, 4,000 to 6,000 hours. He might be around the same place with me right now. But, like, we both have thousands and thousands of hours in that game. And it's, like, you can see it's you know, and we could play another 6,000 hours and we'll never be perfect. And that's kind of a cool thing. And that's why some of those games, like, they're the hot game in the minute, and then they go away. You know, and then there are other games that people play for 20 years, like, WoW, you know, is they have that depth. And so, you know, I think they're cool-looking games, but I just cannot do third-person shooters. Just can't do it. Just no desire to play a third-person shooter at all. I just like it doesn't interest me at all. But I'll go ahead and we'll thank the members: Side Mountain, Connor Wool, Danny, Sergeant Chaos, Aaron Pearsall, Rasmus Johnson, Citrus, Anton Anderson, Zaki, and Manda VR. Thank you guys for being members. Members get special benefits like being able to play multiplayer. So if you're interested in any of that, please consider becoming a member. There's information down in the description below. It won't be on TikTok, but you can go on the Discord. I'll put a Discord link in there, and I can get all that information. Thank you to Chicken Store for being a patron. Patrons also get the same benefits, too. I haven't seen Chicken Store on one of the streams, so he could certainly play multiplayer if he liked. And let's see. Thank you to all subscribers. If you guys are new and have not subscribed, please consider subscribing on YouTube. And I'm doing Restream now on Twitch as well. So if you do have an Amazon Prime subscription, you get a free month sub to one person on Twitch. So if you have that and you're not using it and you enjoy my content, please consider using that as well. And if you like the video, please consider liking the video. That helps me out. And again, I'll ask if you guys would watch the Build Challenge India. Those videos are the most work for me, and I always appreciate when people can watch those comments and like those. I appreciate that. That's the only video I ask specifically for. So I'll see you later there. Tripper as well. Tripper just got on. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.